Walking that bit on my toilet. Walking that bit with the O's. They bit it, they back, and they look, they chose.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another MX Bikes video. Today guys, we're at the OA made by Punker Jeffy. This is a track set in the middle of the desert at a nice little oasis, all right? You got a little bit of a pond going on, a little lake, some very nice blue water. But just look at the scenery here, okay? It's very simple, but just very beautiful, okay? It's very appealing to the eye, the color palette that he's chosen. And it's very similar to the recent track he released, the Cairo GP track, which was set in Egypt, where you got the big pyramids and stuff off to the side. I like this one a little bit better, though. I like the textures a little bit more. I like the models, the trees, the bushes. It all just comes together quite nicely. So hit this up and hit that like button, guys. Stick to the end of the video. Let's get right into it, boys. All right, boys, we are at the OA here. And look at this start that he's made here, okay? He's kind of disconnected it from the track, which is something I love to see, all right? You don't see it too much with the custom tracks in this game. But this thing is mega disconnected. You got this long wrapping 180 to the left. You get to go through this water, which I love how he colored this, bro. It's like this really bright bluish greenish. Got the reflection on it. It almost looks like you're wandering through the desert, right? You got the tent set up. You got the camels over there. You're wandering through the desert. You're dehydrated. You're just hallucinating, and then you see this mirage. You're like, oh my god, I've been saved. Blue, clear water. I'm gonna live, and then right as you go down to drink it, it disappears, and you're like, okay, nope, I'm gonna die now. Just like that, right there, as I just died. Anyways, guys, the track's awesome. Punker Jeffy. This is his third track on MXB mods, and originally he made this track for Reflex, but it looks like he kind of redid the height map a little bit and ended up putting it into bikes, and it looks great. I mean, it's fairly similar to his last track that he released on MXB mods, which was the Cairo GP track, located in Egypt. And it's kind of the same vibe, kind of the same scaling. Texturing is somewhat similar. I think the texturing on this, though, is a little bit better. And I also like the white sand a little bit more. That's just my personal opinion. I think the color palette on this track is amazing. It makes the water and the trees just stand out that much more when you got the whitish sand. So I'm a huge fan of it. I feel like with this game recently, I also love the skybox as well. I feel like with this game recently, like the tracks are getting so good. Even the free ones, that like the bar for what is a good track is just, it's getting raised like every week now, dude. It's insane. So I love the quality. I'm starting to think quality over quantity in MX bikes these days. I used to think quantity over quality, I'm not gonna lie, towards the early days. But now that we have so many free tracks and paid tracks, it kind of just seems like, well, we already have a huge selection. If you're gonna make a track, really try to find the quality. And obviously every track creator is going to need to progress, so I'm not expecting people to come out with an absolute bang piece on their first track. But if you've released a few tracks and you want people to play your track, I think you really have to focus on the quality now, because we're getting so much stuff that is just, it's just very well put together. So shout out Punker Jeffy, another amazing track released by him. And I'm not exactly sure if he was a Reflex track creator before he came to this game. I know it was about 4 months ago he released his first track that I'm not sure if I ever played. But he's been killing it. Everyone loved the Cairo GP track, and I think everyone's going to love this as well. It did drop a few days ago. Guys, I was on vacation, all right? It was my first vacation in like 2 years since I started YouTube. And if you guys don't know, I upload every single day, not just on YouTube, but TikTok, Instagram. Like I have been grinding this while being a college student, everything like that. So I went on my first little bit of a vacation with some of my friends, went down to Las Vegas for about 5 days. So that was super fun, but we're back. All right, it's the longest I've ever not played this game. 5 whole days, no MX bikes. That's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. With Southwick coming up, I don't know how that's gonna go. You're gonna have to tune in the live stream on Friday. But low-key, I was kind of fiending this game, bro, for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm happy to be back, happy to be playing. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this track a little bit. I do want to run a fast lap, and then I want to talk a little bit about real-life motocross. Now, I didn't watch the real-life motos, but I do know the results, so we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But I do want to run an absolute heater on this track, try to figure this thing out, talk about a couple lines, so you guys can get dialed in with me here. I want to try this outside. Looks like it goes over this sunk-in rut. Yeah, so it actually does work pretty well. I do actually have a habit of seeing insides that faded out and never trying the outsides, because I think the exit's probably all boofed. But as you can see there, most of the time that's not the case. The exit was completely fine. Not exactly sure where the finish line was, but we know it's back there. We're in a 149.8 on this lap. So we're going to try to beat that, and I'm going to try to hit a lot of the outsides on this lap. I don't like this one. Exit's not great. It doesn't set you up very well for this corner, so I'm probably going to go inside and then outside on that corner. I think fading, yeah, starting outside and then fading in is probably good there, but you have to clear that roller or else you're going to land a flat, which is not ideal. I think inside's probably the best line here because it gives you a good entry to this inside rut. But we kind of already got an E-road rut forming there. Double. Outside seems to be a little bit flat here. Scrub this. Can we scrub to the bottom and survive? We can. Gotta be careful up this. Easy to lose the front. Double downhill. We jump across the water here. Looks really, really cool. I love the models he's used in this with the plants, trees, the way he's done his water. It is very cartoony, but I honestly love the way it looks. Like, I think this track in general looks fairly cartoony. He's not going for like a super hyper realistic look, but you don't really need to, bro. As long as things look clean, like, you know, you can look at other video games like Valorant or like even Overwatch or something. The games just look clean, bro. They're not like made to be realistic looking, but they don't always need to be. They can still have that realistic feel, but almost have that cartoony, colorful vibe as well. It's very appealing to the eye. I also love the roughness in the ruts, okay? He did have some roughness and ruts on the Cairo track, but he's definitely stepped it up a little bit with this one. I do like the roughness a lot. So, is that lap quicker? Where's the finish line? I still don't know where it is. Might be right here. Maybe. Okay, I don't know. I think it was back there. We did not run a quicker lap, it seems, so we did go down, so that would make sense. But now we know the lines we're going to take, so I think we're going to go inside here. And then I'm going to try to reel this outside. Yeah, that felt nice. Have to clear this. Try to set this inside up. Ooh, that was not ideal, but it wasn't too bad. I'm going to stay in a high gear, kind of bog around that corner. Set myself up for this inside. Oh, we're getting like a hook in that exit. Oh my god. Stay up. Just beat our time. We're going to give ourselves a few chances here. Outside might be the meta here, actually. Yeah, you get a way better angle, and you kind of have an embankment there to ride off of. Try to cut this super far in, scrub that. Go around this. I'm going to fade outside here. Oh, a little bit too far. I'm fine. Just need to stay on the track so this lap counts. We go middle. Scrub this. Nice. Cut inside a little bit here so I have a good angle for this inside. I wish the water was interactive. I'm still not exactly sure if that's ever going to be possible. I don't think it is, just because height maps are usually fairly simple on this track. But that would be pretty sick. Or maybe you could make the soil under the water like mud or sand, or make it wet. I'm not exactly sure if you can do that on a dry track. That would also be pretty cool. And we ran a 146 flat there, so I think definitely running a sub 45 is going to be my goal. So I think I'm going to run a couple more laps, try to test a few lines, and see if we can get that done. Then I want to talk about real-life motocross. Even though I didn't watch the motos, I still know the results. I don't think the motos were too crazy, at least from the highlights I saw. Oh my god, I lost the front end there, boys. All right, we're going to start a new lap here and see what we can throw down. I do have an interesting line here I want to try. That was perfection, boys. That was kind of textbook. We'll see if the lap still counts there. I'm not sure if his cut lines are super strict. I would guess not, because the sides of this track are not super well defined without the track markers, which is not a bad thing. I think as far as the looks, it makes the track look way better. It does make it kind of hard to know exactly where the limit is. We go inside here. I don't know if this is really quicker. I feel like outside probably is way faster here. You could fly off this. Fly into here. We're going to go outside because, you know, this is faster. Cut in. Grub. Grub this. I might fade outside here. I don't know if I like that or not. Stay low. Get ready to apex this corner, and I might actually go outside here, maybe. No, we're gonna go middle. Probably no difference as far as speed. You could maybe rail that outside berm, which could give you some time. Okay, this lap's looking pretty damn decent. Grab this. Get on the gas. Go middle rut here. And we're gonna go outside. I do think outside's quicker, actually. Oh, lap didn't count. Okay, that maybe it's because of this line. Oh my Johnson. I'm not sure why that lap didn't count. I feel like it was definitely faster. There's no way that was slower. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try this line again, but I'm not gonna be as aggressive with it. Oh, didn't really work. Whatever. I feel like that definitely gains you some time if you can get it correctly. I don't know why the lap didn't count. I don't know where else I would have went off the track. Wasn't for that. But I'm not gonna really worry about it too much. Middle rut, I'm gonna go outside here. Rail this, try to at least. Fly over this, that's not great. Use this berm. A little bit of a cheater line there. Let's pray the cuts aren't super strict. Outside, scrub this. Scrub this. Ooh, I need to go outside here. Yeah, we actually made that happen. Come on, baby. Okay, I need to be faster this section right here. I'm gonna cut inside. Or middle. I think I've done every lap. Scrub this. Get on the back tire. I'm gonna go outside here. Come on, baby. Rail this outside. All right, we have to just book it now. I'm gonna go inside here actually. Those up for the outside. Turn. There we go. 43.4. So that was a huge improvement. I feel like I can improve again. No, dude. Okay, we have to do a lap for that counts. Come on, we have to perfect this. We have to perfect this movement. There it is. Oh my cheater line. Tried to go for the second cheater line. Was not actually gonna work out. That was not ideal. I was close though to getting it right. What if we just what if we just jump over the takeoff? Like, what if we don't get super greedy? I'm not sure. I feel like we definitely won't get track cuts if we do that. And it could be quicker, maybe. You know what? We're just gonna finish this lap. We're just gonna finish this lap. I still think I could ride a quicker lap. We're gonna go 100% speed now. We are not being Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Oh my Johnson, I'm moving. Inside's quicker here. Inside. Oh. Rail this. Almost lost the front. That was sketchy as shite. Scrub this to the outside. Oh, we're gonna rail this so hard. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is perfection right here. Double over the water. Apex this to the inside. Nice. Scrub this. I'm trying to go the outside here. Oh, that worked out to perfection. Scrubby. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. Turn. No, if this is quicker, that's actually crazy. My ideal would have to be pretty damn fast. Because we absolutely botched that first section badly. Come on. Oh, I don't even know if it counted. They didn't count it. This is not awesomeness. All right, boys. Now we're going to talk about Southwick a little bit, just because I've been doing this throughout the pro motocross rounds. I've been kind of doing a video just talking about what my thoughts are on the real life pro races. So I've not watched the motos yet. I've seen some clips, mostly from the 250 class, obviously, because that's what everyone is really paying attention to. Even though the 450 class actually has a way more close championship race, with Lawrence, with the two Lawrences, and then Chase Sexton. But we're going to start with the 250 class. Obviously, Hayden Deegan, first moto. Good start, gone. Led the entire race. I think he won by like over 15 seconds. It was, yeah, it was a complete demolition, which was the huge question coming in. Can Hayden Deegan rebound from last year where he didn't ride super good? He didn't do terrible per se, but he didn't do great for his first race at the Wick. This time, obviously, proved everyone wrong, went out, rode fast as hell like he can on every other track. The thing with Hayden Deegan is the consistency he has is not something I think, I mean, we've seen it before in the 250 class, but not really to this level. Like, this is like Ryan Villapoto-esque dominance. Like, this is insanity, what he's doing. So, I just want people to really pay attention to that. I mean, has he had a moto finish outside of second place this entire year? I don't even know. Maybe he got a third one time. I don't think he's finished worse than second that I remember. Maybe I'm blanking on something, but it's been complete and utter dominance. Tom Vial got second. He rode fine. He just, I don't know, he just didn't have that level. And then Joe Shimoda, who got third overall on the weekend, ended up getting ninth in the first moto. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. I'm looking at the results right now. I didn't watch the race. Maybe he just got a bad start. Maybe he went down. I don't know. But he bounced back in the second one, and Joe ended up winning that race, coming back on Vial. And Vial, I don't know what exactly happened. But he fell. He fell when Joe caught him, and then Deegan passed him, which gave Deegan second, and then Vial got third. Those three guys were just the three fastest guys on the track. Hymas was one of the guys that was trying to lurk and catch him. Jordan Smith was one of those guys. Levi Kitchen, Joey Savacci. Something that's very interesting that I'm looking at right now in the results is Levi Kitchen went 4-7 for 7th overall, which sucks, by the way. Going 4-7 for 7th is, I don't even know how the hell that happened with points. It's probably some type of tiebreaker. But yeah, he is like out of this championship completely. I mean, everyone basically is, other than obviously Deegan, but he just isn't doing very good. Obviously did really good at Paula, and I was expecting him to kind of be in it, because he is older now. He's like 23, 24 years old. He's an older guy. He's not young anymore. To see he's just not really keeping up is, I don't know, it's definitely a surprise to me. Because I thought he was loving this Kawasaki. Almost won the Supercross Championship, did really good at Paula, obviously kept up with Deegan, gave him a run for his money. Now he just can't really do much. It's kind of like you got Vial, Shimoda's obviously coming on, which he always does at the end of the season, which is never going to work for him in the 250 class. Maybe in like a 450 Supercross Championship, you could do something like that and come back and win the championship. It's not going to work in outdoors. It's definitely not going to work in the 250 class. I don't know. I don't know what Joe's doing. I don't know what the problem is, bro. He just doesn't have it early in the season. So maybe we'll see him do good next year. But yeah, Hymas has been really consistent as well, but he's just not getting the wins. And he has to do that. Someone has to beat Deegan. It's going to be Vial or Hymas, in my opinion, if it can even happen before the end of the season. Deegan might just win every overall from here on out. Yeah, I mean, this proves it. I mean, he said it in the press conference. He just is unbeatable at this point. I don't know where he can get beat. I think he's good on every single track for the rest of this year. Maybe he has bad luck at Unadilla again. Other than that, I don't see anyone beating him. That's my take on the 250 class. All right, and now the 450 class, which is the main title fight. And the results are extremely jumbled this week. All right, so first moto, you had Jet winning. You had Hunter right behind him, and then you had Chase in third. Now, I didn't watch these motos, but I think Chase might have went down in the first one, trying to catch them. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but that's how it finished. That's been kind of how the finishes have been normally. I feel like it's just been Jet, Hunter, and then Chase. But then it kind of flipped around in that second one where Chase kind of came up through and was like, you know what? I kind of need to win this. And he did. He rode really good. And apparently Jet, as far as injury-wise, is not doing too well. So apparently he's going to get like an MRI if things are not going to heal within the next week. So that's interesting. That's something to look for. This championship is very far from over, even though it feels like Jet should have a huge points lead. That bad finish there at Hangtown was not good, because the thing is with Chase and Hunter is, like, even if they have a big spill in a race, as long as they're not injured, they can get up and get a top three. Like, Justin Cooper's kind of out of it. Dylan Ferrandis is kind of out of it as far as pace. Those three guys are the fastest guys. And it kind of just seems like no matter what, they're going to be in the top 3. So it's about who can keep it consistent. And I mean, Chase, 3-1, not too bad. It gives him 2nd overall. Jet goes 1-2. That's a good salvage if he is still fairly injured. Hunter Lawrence 2-3. That's not great. He needs to try to get a win every weekend. He can get a 1-3, a 3-1. He needs to get the ones though. He needs to get a couple wins. Don't let Chase and Jet just keep trading the wins, because he'll slowly just keep losing points. But it's a great battle. I don't really have too much to say. I think if Chase can keep the intensity that he has in a lot of these second motos, it seems like is when he does his best. I think he'll be fine. Like, I think he can win this championship. If you know, you have an opportunity with Jet being injured and Hunter just being a little bit off the pace, it seems, you have a chance. So I can't wait to watch you know, the series going forward. I think this is one of the best motocross seasons we've had in a while. 250 class though, pretty damn boring. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool to see Hayden win, at least from my perspective. I know there's people that don't like him, but it's cool to see a young talent coming up that could actually probably compete with the Lawrences and Chase, because I don't really see anyone else that has the mental strength to do it. There's talented guys. Chance is talented. Levi's talented. But to beat these Lawrence dudes, bro, you have to have a different, like, you have to have a different gear. Not only in your riding, but in your mind as well. You have to be extremely tough. So Deegan's proved that he's the toughest guy in the 250 class, and he's the next guy to come up. So we'll see how it goes, dude. We'll see how it goes in the years to come. I'm not sure when Deegan's moving up to 450. I think a lot of people probably think he's moving up next motocross season. He's definitely not moving up in the supercross season. Me personally, I think 2026 supercross. So not this next supercross season, but the one after is when I think he'll move up. I think he'll defend the motocross championship. I think he needs to obviously get the supercross one, which he should get. If he doesn't, then he won't be 450 till probably outdoors 2026. I don't think he moves up without winning a supercross title, and he should have no problem winning it next year. Zero problem. Okay? He is insanely fast. He even showed it this year. He had 3 supercross main event wins, which was the most in his coast, by the way. No one else had 3. VI only had 2, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited, bro. I mean, listen, you never want to see someone injured like Jet Lawrence. You don't want to see it, but it is amazing for the sport. Okay, it just is, as far as it's just closer, bro. Like, I don't want to see anyone get injured, but I love when it's close. So I think Chase has a golden opportunity right now. He needs to just stay off the ground, and he needs to, yeah, just try to find a way to beat Jet, dude. And Hunter, because Hunter's in it too. Can't leave Hunter out. But anyways, guys, we're almost at 85,000 subs. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos this last weekend. They weren't great videos because I was rushing to get them done the day before I left to go to Vegas. So thank you guys so much for watching those. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that said, with that like button, guys. Not the best IRL moto commentary ever takes, because I didn't really watch the races. There's probably some things I missed, and you're like, Troy, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't watch them. All right, I said that like 8 times, so there you go. I just looked at the results, which is all that matters at the end of the day. I don't care how you rode during the race. If the number on the sheet doesn't say you got 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, or got the overall, it doesn't matter how good you rode. I don't care. So that's my take on it. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys like the video. See you next video.